Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. Former Army Chief General Bipin Rawat to be the first Chief of Defence Staff. General Naravane takes over as the 20th Chief of Army Staff. Kerala and Uttar Pradesh assemblies approve extension of reservation for SCs and STs in Lok Sabha and state assemblies for 10 more years. Cold wave continues unabated across North India. Festive mood in Goa and other parts of the country on New Year's Eve. And in sports, cycling to be included in the upcoming Khelo India Games in Guwahati. Former Army Chief General Bipin Rawat will be the country's first Chief of Defence Staff, CDS. CDS will function as a single-point advisor to the government on military matters. It will focus on better synergy between the Army, Air Force and the Navy. Our correspondent reports.
CDS will also bring about reforms in the functioning of three services aimed at augmenting combat capabilities of the armed forces by reducing wasteful expenditure. General Rawat will serve in the rank of a 4-star general with salary equivalent to a service chief. He will also head the Department of Military Affairs to be created within the Ministry of Defence and function as its secretary. He will act as the principal military advisor to Defence Minister on all tri-services matters. However, the three chiefs will continue to advise Defence Minister on matters exclusively concerning their respective services. With this, India has now joined countries like United Kingdom, Canada, Italy and Spain to have its own CDS. Saubhagyakar, Air News, Delhi.
General Rawat retired as Army Chief today. The outgoing chief thanked all Army personnel and their families for extending full support to him in his 3-year tenure.
Today, as I demit the office of the Chief of Army Staff of the Indian Army, I wish to convey my gratitude and compliments to the soldiers, the rank and file of our Indian Army, who have stood steadfast under challenging circumstances and have performed their duty in keeping with the traditions.
After a farewell guard of honor in New Delhi, he conveyed his best wishes to Lieutenant General Naravane, who will be assuming office as the next Army Chief today.
To my successor, General Naravane, he will need your support throughout, and I am very confident the way you have provided support to me and the Indian Army, you will continue to provide the support to General Naravane and under his command, the Indian Army.
The United States has congratulated General Bipin Rawat on his appointment as India's first Chief of Defence Staff, CDS. The U.S. State Department said the position of CDS will help catalyze greater U.S.-India joint cooperation between the militaries of the two countries. US's Ambassador to India, Kenneth Juster, personally congratulated General Rawat in a tweet. General Manoj Mukund Naravane will take charge as the 20th Chief of the Army Staff today, succeeding General Bipin Rawat. General Naravane served as the Vice Chief of the Army before taking charge of the 1.3 million strong Army. In his 37 years of service, General Naravane served in numerous command and staff appointments in peace, field and highly active counter-insurgency environments in Jammu and Kashmir and the Northeast. General Naravane was also heading the Army's Eastern Command that takes care of India's nearly 4,000-kilometer border with China. He was also part of the Indian peacekeeping force in Sri Lanka and had served as India's defence attaché at the Indian Embassy in Myanmar for 3 years. Kerala and Uttar Pradesh assemblies have approved the extension of the reservation for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes in the Lok Sabha and state assemblies for 10 more years. In Uttar Pradesh, the state assembly passed the 126th Amendment Bill in a special session of the Legislative Assembly today. Speaking during the discussion, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath said that his government is working on the principles of Baba Saheb Ambedkar. The bill was tabled by the Legislative Affairs Minister Suresh Khanna in the Assembly. Deputy Chief Minister Dr. Dinesh Sharma tabled the bill in the Council, where it was passed unanimously. Members of the opposition created ruckus in both the houses on Citizenship Amendment Act. Nominated member from the Anglo-Indian community, Denzil Gordon, requested the Chief Minister to send a proposal for extending the nomination to his community as well. The Kerala State Assembly also passed a resolution in a day-long special assembly session. It ratified the extension of the reservation for SCs and STs in the State Assembly and the Parliament for another decade. The Assembly passed a resolution demanding the scrapping of the Citizenship Amendment Act as well. North India continues to reel under severe cold conditions. In Delhi, minimum temperature was recorded at 4.8 degrees Celsius this morning. Air quality index of the city also remains in the severe category. While parts of the national capital witnessed shallow to moderate fog, all flight operations at Delhi airport are normal. Punjab and Haryana also continue to be in the grip of extreme cold, with Narnaul being the coldest place in both states. Narnaul in Haryana recorded a low of 2.3 degrees Celsius, 3 degrees below normal level. More from a correspondent.
Punjab, Haryana and Chandigarh are still reeling under cold wave. In Punjab, the Faridkot remains coldest in the state, where minimum temperature dropped to 0.7 degrees Celsius. Jalandhar shivered at 1.4 degrees Celsius, breaking record of 31 years. Although today, sun became visible at some places, but still there is no respite from cold wave. As per weatherman, dense fog is expected today evening also. Ashwini Kumar Sharma, AIR News, Chandigarh.
People in Kashmir Valley had some respite from bone-chilling cold as the minimum temperature improved by several notches amid overcast conditions. Our correspondent reports that there has been some respite in the valley as minimum temperature improved by over 3 notches. I report.
There has been some respite in the severe cold wave in Kashmir Valley as minimum temperature has improved by over 3 notches. The night temperature in previous night was -3.2. The day temperature too has dipped as there are overcast conditions. Met Office has predicted light rain and snow from this evening onwards, paving way for a wet weather on New Year Eve after intense dry cold of last 10 days. Mushtaq Ahmed Tantre, AIR News, Srinagar.
Over 1 crore FASTags have been issued for vehicles with more than 1 lakh being issued every day. FASTag provides smooth journey to commuters who pass through toll plazas on the national highways. With the implementation of the electronic toll collection through FASTag from the 15th of this month, sale of FASTags has picked up substantially. The daily transactions through FASTag at electronic toll collection has crossed 52 crore rupees. In order to simplify the recharge of FASTag, government has recently included Bhim UPI app payment mechanism. The Kerala government has decided to set up 28 new FASTag special courts for cases relating to the protection of children from sexual offences POCSO Act in the state. The Union Law Ministry has given sanction in this regard and released the first installment of funds. Courts have been set up in all districts in the wake of increase in sexual crimes against children. As per latest statistics, there are as many as over 2,400 POCSO cases at the investigation stage and over 9,400 cases under trial stage in the state. The entire state of Nagaland has been declared a disturbed area for a period of 6 more months under the Armed Forces Special Powers Act, AFSPA. The Act empowers security forces to conduct operations anywhere and arrest anyone without prior notice. The announcement came in a Gazette notification issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs yesterday. It said that the central government is of the opinion that the use of armed forces in aid of civil power is necessary in the entire state. Nagaland has been under AFSPA for almost 6 decades now. In Jharkhand, senior leader Stephen Marandi will take oath as the pro-tem speaker for the new Jharkhand Assembly today at Raj Bhavan. The Jharkhand Mukti Morcha leader represents Maheshpur constituency. Governor Draupadi Murmu will administer the oath of office in secrecy to Marandi. The first assembly session after installation of the Hemant Soren-led coalition government is scheduled from the 6th to 8th of January. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, a shepherd was injured in a landmine blast along the line of control LOC in border district of Poonch in Jammu division today. New Year's Eve celebrations are lined up across the country today. Our correspondent reports that all the markets, malls, hotels and restaurants in the national capital have been festively decorated. People are thronging to these areas for shopping and sightseeing. Venues like India Gate, Delhi Zoo see a large footfall during the new year. Delhi Police has also made elaborate arrangements throughout the city. Traffic restrictions shall be imposed 8 p.m. onwards this evening in the vicinity of Connaught Place till the conclusion of celebrations. In Goa, a tourist hotspot, people have arrived from across the world to celebrate the new year. More from our Goa correspondent, Mukesh Thalli.
On the eve of New Year celebrations, dance and music programs are organized on various beaches and other locations in Goa. Tourists from Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala states have also arrived in Goa. Midnight mass programs will be held in churches. We spoke to people from different walks of life to know more about the major happenings in year 2019.
This is Dr. Naravane, retired school head. With the coming of the new National Education Policy 2019, Goa is looking forward to reforms which are, according according to times.
Here is young poet Sanjay Burka from Ponda.
On health sector, many new initiatives were launched this year to provide health care to needy. Besides this, 50th IFFI Film Festival was a grand success.
Himachal Pradesh too is all set to welcome the new year. Tourists from within and outside the country are thronging in large numbers at various tourist places of the hill state on the eve of New Year.
Tourists from Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh and other places are pouring in Shimla, Manali, Dalhousie, Kufri, Bagsunag and other tourist places of the hill state. In Shimla, tourists in large number have already gathered at historic Ridge Maidan and enjoying sunshine. Himachal police have made elaborate security arrangements to maintain law and order and to ensure smooth flow of traffic. Sanjeev Sundaryal, AIR News, Shimla.
In Jammu and Kashmir, a large number of devotees from all over the country have reached Katra on the eve. Devotees are coming to the base camp of Ma Vaishno Devi Shrine to pay obeisance to Ma Vaishno Devi and have a darshan. Devotees, including foreigners, have arrived at Katra for the onward journey to the Bhavan to seek blessings of Ma Vaishno for the new year. In Meghalaya, people are eagerly waiting to welcome 2020 in a befitting manner with hopes and prayers that the year 2020 will bring new fortunes for the state. A report.
The annual Midnight Swim, which has gained popularity in its own right due to its nature of challenge, would continue where swimmers would dive in freezing water to welcome the new year. Several hotels in the city have also planned musical nights and programs for New Year's Eve, while many parts of the city continue to be decorated in the festive mood. Meghalaya police have also made elaborate security arrangements in the city to ensure that the New Year bash is peaceful and enjoyable. Rustam for AIR News, Shillong.
The famous 11-day-long Dhanu Yatra begins at Bargarh in western Odisha today. Considered the largest open-air theatre of the world, it finds mention in the Guinness Book of World Records. The yatra is based on the mythological story of Lord Krishna and his demon uncle King Kansh. During Dhanu Yatra, Kansh moves around the city and slaps fine on the offenders on the streets. He also enters government offices and pulls up officials for lapses. Ministers, bureaucrats and police officials appear before the king during the yatra. Earlier, Biju Patnaik, the former Chief Minister of Odisha, was fined once along with his ministers by King Kansh. The Department of Culture of the Government of India accorded national festival status to Dhanu Yatra in November 2014. The Sri Lankan Navy has arrested 5 refugees who had returned from India illegally. A Navy statement said they have received a tip-off last week claiming that a boat carrying 5 persons was illegally anchored at Delta Island. Naval personnel then launched a probe into the matter and suspects were arrested yesterday. Moscow and Kiev signed a 5-year agreement yesterday on the transit of Russian gas to Europe via Ukraine. The deal was finalized after months of difficult talks, but just ahead of a looming New Year deadline. The current gas transit deal between the two ex-Soviet countries expires today. 6,500 athletes from 37 teams will take part in the 3rd Khelo India Youth Games in Guwahati beginning from the 10th of January. Talking to AIR, Chief Executive Officer of the event, Avinash Joshi said that lawn bowls and cycling will be included in the Khelo India for the first time.
We are going to have 20 sporting disciplines under 17 and under 21 for both boys and girls. Cycling and lawn ball have been introduced new disciplines. We are expecting 6,500 athletes, 3,500 support staff and around 1,500 volunteers for the game. This is going to be the biggest multidisciplinary games held in the country and we are fully prepared and we expect that the young athletes will do their best and Games 2020 will provide them a very strong platform.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Former Army Chief General Bipin Rawat to be the first Chief of Defence Staff. General Naravane takes over as the 20th Chief of Army Staff. Kerala and Uttar Pradesh assemblies approve extension of reservation for SCs and STs in Lok Sabha and state assemblies for 10 more years. Cold wave continues unabated across North India. Festive mood in Goa and other parts of the country on New Year's Eve. And in sports, cycling to be included in the upcoming Khelo India Games in Guwahati. And for details of these stories and more, visit News on AIR app and log on to our website www.newsonair.com. And with that, we end the Midday News.